guys, so I'm outside. It's fall. I'm in my new work hoodie. Thought I would go around and get you a little tour of all the things, maybe some new things. Hard to remember sometimes what I did last time. I should probably watch those videos back. Anyways, we're going to walk around a little bit inside and outside. I think honestly there's more changes inside than there are outside, but we'll walk around, we'll see what we see, and have a good time. Okay, so here we are right at the driveway. Not a whole lot has changed. Dad was saying the other day when I talked to him that the sign's almost done, which is super exciting. We need to get a new flag because that is ragged as heck. Peppy is out exploring. The shed is mostly tinned. Just a few things left to it. We'll look at it a little bit closer in a little bit. And the trees are starting to turn colors. So this is an ash tree over here. You can kind of see on the top and off to the side that the tree is starting to turn colors. But because we haven't had a decent frost, it's not all of the trees all of the time. It's just some of the leaves. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Hey, Pappy. How's my kitten? Hi, kitty kitty. Hi. Okay. They like to go on walks. Let's see. Hi. Hi there. So you know how seasons can be confusing for humans? Apparently, seasons can also be confusing for plants, as demonstrated by my lilac bush that is blooming in the fall. Do you see that? Focus on the blooms. No, focus on the blooms. Okay, anyways, you can see that. They also smell good. Yeah, I absolutely have lilac blooms on this little section here. It's apparently very confused about what time of year it is. Did it make it? Nope. The random lilac that bloomed has gone away, but I'm sure it'll be back in the spring when it's supposed to be here. Our cottonwood tree is just starting to turn colors. We've had lots of dandelions, also usually a spring thing. It's very strange. But yeah, it's doing pretty good. Okay, so the shed is actually looking pretty good. It definitely was terrifying to look at before, but we have a little bit of trims. It's mostly trim work that's left. The front is actually done, except for the ridge vent. So yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Still lots of stuff laying around, but we're getting close. Yeah. But it's looking nice. So we extended the siding one panel so we can get a little lean-to on the back. So we have a place to put all of our fencing bits. Okay, obviously not the big gate, but like all these rolls of fencing. That's eventually going to be my garden stuff, but that won't be till next spring. And then we have all the fence posts and all that tall grass there. So we have a place to store it. And then eventually, once a lot of the fencing stuff is gone, we'll be able to put like firewood and stuff in there. So yeah, here's our burn barrel. So these are our mulberry trees and they're starting to turn colors. Not real vibrant yet, but they're doing it. You can see in there, there's some trees in there that are turning colors too. But yeah, it's not been real eventful out here lately. Just because, oh, we have a shipping container. Have we seen the shipping container yet? We have a shipping container. It's not been too eventful. Peppy, should we go for a walk? It's not been too eventful lately. We just, it's been mowing and it's been harvest time and yeah, it's been a busy season. So we haven't gotten a lot done lately. Okay. Hi guys. Oh, sorry. I just whacked Grandma in the face. Hi. Hi. So here we are. We're about 2 hours into our can't sleep for 8 hours. We played some card games. We just made chicken enchiladas.
All I want's one won one time.
She did. It was kind of terrible. We played Racco. I didn't think it was that hard, but apparently it's a little bit harder than you want it to be. And then, so we've got chicken enchiladas in the oven, and I'm gonna teach the basics of yoga to Mom and see if we can get our hearts pumping so we have more energy. Because I already drank a cup of coffee and I got nothing. I'm already tired. And it's all your fault. You woke me up. Okay. Anyways, we're just checking in. So it's kind of fun. Later on, we'll record some wee bowling. Yay! Okay, bye. Poor life decision number 76. Playing Skippo with Mom. I don't know why. I was like, this will be fun. It'll be a great time. Why? Because she just played 3 Skippos that she was hoarding in her pile. Grandma's not nice to play cards with. Children who are very small right now won't understand this. 5, but Philip, 6. Hannah, you know this. Grandma's not nice to play cards with because she just laid down 6 cards and there's another Skippo in it. All right, we did it. We stayed up all night. We made it. We're here. Now Mom's gonna go in and do her thing, and I'm gonna just try and stay awake. But woo, we made it. But we've been having a good time. Okay, so we'll walk over to the shipping container. Hold on. Okay, so here's I think it's a full-size shipping container. It's definitely the taller version, and it's an older one. And it's definitely had some damage on it. Well, not damage, but just like, yeah, it's been around for a while. But we're using this for storing all of our stuff, which it doesn't have a lot in it. And it's a son of a gun to open. So I don't know that I'm going to do that now. Maybe another time we'll have it open and I can show it to you. Or when you're here, you can see it. We did dig in these little patio pavers right up front, so we don't have as much grass and stuff growing up there. It's easier for us to take care of. And then we just kind of mow around it so we don't get too much in the way of like creepy crawlies. Oh, look, Goosey came outside. Hi, Goosey. Yeah, we've had lots of deer out here lately. And they come really close to the house. I'll see if I can find, Earl's got some video, maybe I can put in here of how close the deer like to get to the house. They are now officially on the mown lawn. At least the little one is. If I had a gun, it would get shot. But yeah, it's been pretty good. There's lots of branches that need to come out of trees so we can put them in the fire pit and all kinds of things. We've been, Earl's been working on his archery skills, and he's been working on some shooting and getting that stuff warmed up. So over there you can see there's a white thing over there, and that's actually something that it's a target we've been shooting at. It hasn't broken down the way we thought it would. So it's kind of weird, but okay. We had butterfly hordes a couple weeks ago, like a month ago. That was pretty wild. They're chasing butterflies from the butterfly tree that we didn't know we had. But yeah, we've just been out having a good time when we can. Jade and Billy and the girls came out for Labor Day weekend when the butterflies were here, and that was fun. All these leaves in here are starting to turn, all these trees. So yeah, it's been kind of cool. It's fun watching everything change with all the different seasons. And just encountering it in different ways. So I'm excited for you guys to come and see everything in all of its ridiculous, interesting, magical glory. I still think these trees are my favorite. Someday we will have to take this tree down for firewood, just because it's dangerous to have a dead tree like that. But I think at the moment, look at how green and yellow that looks. So it just rained. And so this is all like, I suppose just kind of like a moss. And it looks a little more yellow in here, but it's kind of wild looking. It's kind of cool. Anyway, so eventually that tree will have to come down. But it'll just make room for more trees to live here, so that'll be good. But yeah, it's very pretty. We're very, yeah, we love it here still very, very much. So, yeah. The cats have decided they don't mind the tall grass, so I don't know if they followed me or not. Oh, no, there's Goosey. Okay. Yeah. I feel like I got one more thing to show you outside. And so I think I'm gonna walk over to it. And then, yeah. And then we can, and then I'll show you some stuff in the inside of the house. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here are our chokecherry bushes that we planted at the beginning of the year. And they've started to turn colors. They turn like reds and yellows, which is pretty cool. Here's the other one. So yeah, they did really, really well. They've actually sent out lots of new shoots. The only thing we have left to do is to put some hay, some mulch down, to give their roots like a little bit of extra insulation. They're nice and deep, but it's cold here. So just putting them an extra layer of insulation is going to be good for them. Like especially this one, mostly because there's been a vole in here and hopefully it's not been eating out the roots, but we definitely need to take care of that and make sure that it has lots of insulation for the coming winter, which, okay, so old timers, that is really shining in my face. Gotta love all the people who've been around forever. Like, I think that's really awesome to have those kind of people in our lives. However, they've been scaring me a little bit. We were down at the shed the other day having dinner, and they're like, last time we had a summer and winter like this was the summer and winter before, was the summer of 96 and the winter of 97. And now I'm terrified. Hannah, or kids, you should ask your dad about that winter, see what he remembers. I don't know if he was out doing it with us or even would remember it, but Dad definitely let us sled off the top of the house because there was a snowdrift that went up the front of our house and down the back of our house. We actually had to crawl out me and Tiffy's bedroom window. Oh, Phil, you might be too young to remember this. We actually had to crawl out the window and start shoveling out the door so that Dad could get outside and we could shovel. I think we probably spent 3 days shoveling just to dig out the house. And this was in the old house, the greenhouse. So it was definitely a while ago. It's about time for one of those winters, a little bit early, usually more like a 30-year cycle, but the weather is changing, or supposedly it's changing, but it's not really, I don't know. Anyway, it's been a wild ride. Yeah, and it rained last night and this morning, so I don't think we're gonna see any farm equipment today. Okay, more outside stuff. So the trees and stuff in our backyard, they've started to turn. This tree on the end lost all its leaves already, went yellow. And it makes, okay, so I know most people hate this, but I love it. I love leaves in grass, especially because the grass is still green. So it just makes me happy. The next one over is turning. So yeah, eventually the cottonwood tree, it looks like it's starting to turn too, so. Apple trees have not. Oh, I did harvest the apples, mostly because the birds were eating them. I was mad. Got our swing here. And then Petey is our flamingo. And he got a nice coat of paint the other day. He's actually looking pretty good now. He's excited. Got a little bit of wood there. We need a lot more to get us through the winter, but it's a start. So yeah, okay, inside. Okay, so we're coming in the back door. Here's Goofy. Yeah, we're getting used to living here, which is nice. Laundry room is still nice. I still like it. Bathroom is still nice. Look, stuff. It doesn't have a home yet. We're working on it. So let's see. Got all the kitchen done. So got all of our cupboards, which, I mean, it kind of looks like chaos. But at the same time, it works really well because the cupboard doors were just so... It just didn't work. If you opened one cupboard door, you couldn't open the other one. So we've made some adjustments, making things work. So it's actually working out really well for us now. We're very happy with it. We got our big dining room table in here, so we have lots of visitors. We got extra places for them to be. You can tell that Earl has started moving his stuff up because the man cave, aka the guest room, is full of stuff. But yeah, so it's good. Cat tower came up here, which they don't sit on it as much as we thought they would, but maybe they'll be on it more when it's winter and they can't really go outside too much. So yeah, and then I brought the good curtains up here. Don't mind the mess, you know, moving. And then, yeah, I brought the good curtains up here. We've got a good couch up here. Still got to bring in some lamps. We don't have the big TV. The fireplace is going to go into storage, and we're going to put the chest with the TV and stuff there. But yeah, so all in all, it's been pretty good. Hi guys. So I'm upstairs at the house, and I wanted to show you my sewing room because I've got it all set up and ready to go. So here we go. Okay, so when you're walking in the door, this is what you're gonna see. So those curtains are original. Those big old flowers I have from something else. Great Grandma Ness's sewing machine is right here by the window. The cool thing is because it's on wheels, if I want to use it, I can just pull it out and turn it, and I can go ahead and use the treadle sewing machine, which I'm super excited about. I'm already planning a project to use it, so yay! So then on this side, I've got all of my fashion plates here, all hung up on the wall together. And if you're ever wondering, what should I get Amanda? There's a whole lot of blank space right there, and there's room for smaller stuff too. So, fashion plates. Anyway, okay. So I've got my cutting table here, which is also going to end up being my pressing table. I've got this was the cover I had over the desk where I did all my pressing before, and obviously I don't have room for separate surfaces, so I'm going to take this. And there was some elastic in here, and we'll take the elastic out and sew it all together, and it'll just be a mat that I can throw on. Do all my ironing on a nice big flat surface. Irons over here. And then, yeah, and then I can take it off and keep going. So, yeah, so anyways, so then I've got some stuff hanging on the wall there. I've got this, like, vinyl decal that's also like a dry erase, and it's supposed to be a calendar, but I'm not going to use it as a calendar. It's when I'm going to put my, just my to-do list of things I want to do on it. And then chaos. There's the air conditioning unit that goes in the window in the summer. Some of my painting stuff, some extra scraps and things, some bags for some customer stuff, all my rolled up patterns that I haven't got around to cutting yet. And then, so I've got this dresser, which was my dresser as a kid growing up, the whole set. And there's just chaos stacked on it. But this dresser has got all of the ribbons and notions and things in it. So if you ever want to put lace or velvet ribbon or something on your garment, let me know. I've got a whole drawer full. This one is primarily ribbons. Again, it looks really chaotic, but there's just a few loose things on the top. This drawer, it's got all kinds of fun, fancy things in it. So I've got all of my costuming undergarments are all in here. A bunch of cool shawls, my corset, just all kinds of cool things. Have my furs in here. Yes, I have furs. They're all vintage, so if you get weird about fur, they're vintage. Don't freak out. And then I've got, well, that doesn't belong there. Just a few hair things, bum roll, couple of purses, all my gloves, all that stuff. So a bunch of accessories in there. And then this I found, I don't even know where, but it's super cool. So I've got this beautiful little box right? And it's lined, and I keep my fan in here. Oh, turn it down, sorry. Keep my fan in here, you know, for those days where you need to fan yourself. Ooh. And then I've got some different hankies, my smelling salt. Let's see, so sorry. Got some different hankies, smelling salts, pocket watch, a couple of hat pins. So yeah, all the good stuff. Love this thing. Got my journal. I've got hats in here. Bunch of hats that I want to make fancier. I've got a couple of parasols. I've got my muffins back here. I still need to do some fixing on that. All my big lace cards because I don't have anywhere else to put them. Some more hats up here. My hoops are hanging there. Got some more little pictures there. And then my my dress for Halloween. So this is funny because I ordered this dress. It's kind of like a galaxy thing, but it's got like little it's got some bats and some things on it. Anyways, so I just think this dress is funny. Oh, hey, look, pictures. There's the other side of the room. So I had ordered this dress in like probably January of 2020. And so it was right as the pandemic was hitting China and it was shutting everything down. So I was like, oh, well, at first it was like, okay, it's going to be like 3-4 weeks. Not a big deal because it was like a $2 dress. So why was I going to care? And then it was, oh, it's going to be a while. And in my pre-pandemic brain, I was like, oh, okay. So that'll just be like, I don't know, maybe like 2 months, 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever. No, I got it in June of 2020. And then we didn't do like anything for like Halloween for work at all, which is the only reason I have Halloween stuff. And so it's just been hanging there, but I think we're going to be able to do Halloween, something Halloweenish this year for work. So I got it out and tried it on and made sure it looked nice. And yeah, so it's just hanging there waiting. Anyway, back to the tour. Okay, so I got those pictures there. I got a cool decal. And then I have this weird little puff thing. So Hobby Lobby sells them. And they're in the Christmas decorations of all the places to sell something like this. But it's like little puffs of tulle and a sequin ball with a little pearl. And I just always loved it. And so I got it for decoration. And it's just wild. A couple more pictures. My jewelry mirror, which all of my costuming jewelry is down here. And it's got to get put away. So I've just got this whole thing. So I just have to finish getting that sorted. And then I have, oh, there's my dress form. Wearing a strange combination of things. My little faux fur stole. So, got a few dolls up here. The rest of them got packed away. I've got my oil painting that I bought when I was in Korea. So yeah, just a bunch of supplies, a bunch of fabric. So this top shelf is silks and rayons of all things. There's wool, a whole bunch of linen, a little bit of brocade fabric, a whole shelf of fancies. So velvet and brocade, and then the bottom is like all this random polyester that I have. And then this is still my project section, which is why it's so messy, because it's a bunch of stuff I'm working on. And then ignore the pile of stuff that doesn't have a home yet. But these are all my cottons, some quilting, some apparel, all the way down to the bottom. You just can't really see the bottom. This was a closet that was never going to fit all my stuff. So then I put all my sewing books up here, purple ones, camera, all my, like, again, Halloween costumes that I've used for work and stuff that we can play dress up with the granddaughters or whatever, or nieces and nephews. Yeah, so I got all the books in there. So then I've got my dress rack. Fits up nice and snug against the wall there. It's got all the stuff on it. Oh, I forgot. Behind the mirror, I've got like bolts of stuff because there was kind of nowhere else to keep them. I thought I was going to put them in the closet next to the shelf, but because I've got my actual Halloween costumes there and I don't have anywhere else to put them, I was just like, well, whatever, it'll work. Okay, so then we've got my actual like sewing area. So on the wall, I've got my thread holders, and then there's a bunch of zippers hanging there. Got some of my business stuff. So I've got my 2 Korean dolls that I bought when I was in, actually didn't even buy them. A friend got them for me. There was a couple of historical shows that we liked, and these 2 dolls looked really similar to the 2 main characters. So that's why she got them for me. And then this little 3-door thing, my mom got this for me, and from looking at it, it looks like the drawers off of an antique treadle machine. So I've just got different supplies in there. Filing cabinets for all the patterns. There's my computer. This cool clock. So it's actually a record. Like a vinyl record. I don't know if we can get close enough. You can kind of see the edges, the ribbing in it. No, not really. But then it was basically laser cut to have all this like sewing stuff. It's very cool. My couple girls from work got that for me for my birthday one year, I think. Yeah, so it's super sweet. And here's my big picture that I love that my sister-in-law got me. And then, well, Hannah, you got that for me. And then Girl with Pearl Earring, one of my favorite paintings. So I've printed that. Again, extra space here. So could always use like some more portraits. And then, yeah, we're back to the treadle machine. Like I've got more, oh, there's my sewing machine if you haven't seen it. There's my chair. So I've got stuff stored underneath. Like I've got my embroidery bin down there. I've got my jewelry making bin down there. And it doesn't get in the way of my feet because the table is so deep. And I like that my table is big enough that I'm able to keep my computer on there and be able to do all my computer stuff there. But then also my sewing machine's there. So I can just move the sewing machine out of the way, work on computer stuff, and then put it back and work on sewing stuff. So that'll be nice. Nice and versatile considering it's not a very big space. And then there's my big scrap bin. And yeah, back to the machine. So now you've seen it all. My sewing room is all put together. I actually have plans today to get some stuff done for some customers. So that's kind of exciting. And then I'm hoping to start making a couple things for me that I wanted to get done before I get too bombarded with customer stuff, since I'll be telling people that I'm going to start taking things again. So yeah, I have to pardon how messy it is, but we'll wander over to the bedroom real quick. We've done a little bit of rearranging and there's a little bit more furniture in there, so hold on. So bedroom. This is super convenient, by the way. It's kind of dark. Okay, so I have an actual hamper again, yay! And then we brought up this movie shelf that has some movies in it, but then it also has like all my books and stuff. Well, not all my books. Very few of my books. Just the books I selected to come. But obviously, there's never enough room for books. There's my stack. The closet's pretty full, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. Still having to live like this because we haven't had got the dresser up here yet, but we'll get there. So we got a couple boxes along this wall because I don't have a dresser in yet, so there's a lot of stuff that we don't know where it's going. But we moved the bed, so now the bed's going to be here from now on when you come in. Do have my nightstand, so now I have a lamp and I can lay in bed and read books or do sewing or whatever, so that's been really nice. It's been nice. We've been living here full time for a while now, and it's just awesome. We really love it. And it's rainy today. It doesn't look like it, but it's rainy today, and it's quiet, and it's just, I think it's going to be a good day to get some stuff done. So yeah, so I think that's everything. Not a whole lot happens in the fall. I think the biggest thing in future years, I'm hoping I have lots of like garden stuff to show you, and I can show you all the cool things I make, like salsa and tomatoes and, pumpkins and whatever. But for now, it's just leaves and getting something situated. I'm really excited. We get to see you guys soon. A couple of, at Thanksgiving, good to see you all. And maybe you can come out here and we can go walking around and see what kind of animals we can find and all the fun stuff. So be good. Don't forget your boots and a jacket. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.